a pod, yeah, we're taking a ride. Tombi and Tam got the mic open wide. Talking TV, talking news, spilling tea in the blues with some movie reviews and a laugh or two. From big screen dreams to our daily schemes, moves, pets, and holiday themes. Poppy and Rosie barking in the back. Cosmo, Yarny, Salem on the cat attack. So grab a seat, let's chat a lot. You never know what we've got. Two voices, one vibe, come along for the ride. It's two T's in a pod, let's get it on.
Yes, and this time I remembered the audience in the crowd goes wild. Steve's in the chat. Good to see you, Steve.
Good evening, Steve.
Welcome, ladies, gents. Wow, I feel like I'm really loud.
Yeah, I feel like you're really loud.
Shut up. Ladies, gents, welcome to Two T's in the Pod with me, Tombi and Tam. And we're going to generally talk about the news, TV, games, films, anything that comes up in particular. Talk to you guys in chat. Generally have a bit of a chinwag. Like, oh yes. We're yarned up to the max today. So Tam has got the little mug. Let me make you bigger.
I've also got the shakes.
You've got the little mug,
as you can see.
and I've got the big mug. I've got the daddy mug. How are we doing that, guys? It's good to see you in chat. So we've got Steve in chat. We've got Terra Crystal. How you doing? How you doing? It's always good to see you, Terra Crystal. And Rhoda. Evening. How you doing, Sunshine? It's good to see you as well. And the lovely Donna Hall joins us. How you doing, Donna? It's good to see you. Hey, Charlotte.
Hey, Shasha.
Nanny and Grandad.
I meant to message your mum back tomorrow if she wants to.
What, pop round?
Oh, yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah, come round tomorrow, Char. Just come round tomorrow.
Grandad could well be busy, but...
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, that's completely fine because Uncle Lee and me are going to be building Uncle Lee's new gaming PC. So if you pop round and you want to pop upstairs whilst we're building it, just come upstairs. No problem at all. More the merrier. Because it's going to be one of those Sunday spotlight streams where we're actually just going to build the gaming PC, start to finish. I'm going to show Uncle Lee how to do it. And obviously entertain chat as always. Building his PC. I'm going to zoom out slightly. I feel like I'm really close to my face. I feel like I'm going to scare children if it's too close to my face. It's like
you give them nightmares forever.
No one wants to be that close to Tombi.
Nope.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
I've got a friend with me today.
You've got a friend? What? Why have you got the gollywog?
You're not allowed to call him that.
But that's what he is.
Yeah.
That is
my
what
little
he
jam
is.
pal friend.
He is a Roundtree, a Robinson's jam jar gollywog. And anybody who wants to argue the toss and say, oh, you can't say that. I want to bet I've just did it 3 or 4 times, guys. Steve says you're going to have pigs on the door.
Why? It sits on my shelf.
Tam, hang him at the window and just show the neighbours. Say, wait, look at this motherfucker. Gollywogs. Well, I definitely see you when you do that. Yes. But yeah, Steve, the old Bill are not going to be interested. They want to terrorize the people it's going to work on. And that's your grannies, your grandmas. They really don't want to come down my street. They certainly don't want to come down the street of an armed forces community. It's just not going to happen. Where we live, there's just too many people that are in the armed forces. They would be kicking off left, right, and centre if they tried anything, which is why they don't. They just generally don't around here. But certainly everyone else in the country's got something to worry about. Davyverse, hello. Wedding was a success. No body ram away.
Ran away.
Goddamn goats and rams. God damn it. I'm actually looking forward to my daughter's wedding in August.
Oh, and let's hope no one runs away from that.
No, I've got to convince the daughter that it's a good idea to get married and all that. I've got to give her the opportunity to walk away if she wants it. I've got to do my daddy duties and say, you sure you want to do this? I'll carry you if you want me to. But if you want to escape, we can just go and just go down the pub for a pint and a biscuit or something. But yeah, you see that went well, Davyverse. That went well. Rhoda, hi Donna, Davy, 100% goats. There's a goat outside. Have I got that on this one? No, I haven't. I need to upload it.
What's that?
Goats.
Okay.
You know, goat. Goats.
Oh.
As in...
A fucking goat outside.
It's just a goat.
No. It's a fucking goat.
I fucking love it. I fucking absolutely love it. It's just it's I don't know if it's a male or female child. I'm almost certain it's female. But it's the sincerity of how it's a fucking goat.
We saw fucking goats today.
They weren't humping. We saw goats, not fucking goats. Not goats that were fucking. We saw just normal goats in the farm. Not the special type of goats that Eclectic Goat looks after. Just normal goats.
Yeah, they breed them for milking, don't they?
For milking. Yeah, so we often get Poppy's, so the dog's food. Most of the time we get Poppy's dinner from the farm shop. So they've got a pet's farm shop there, as well as a proper full-on butcher's as well, which is where I get our lovely steaks from. And our lovely pork chops and bacon and sausage. And all sorts of other shiny things.
Yeah, and our racks of lamb.
Yeah, I will say the racks of lamb last time were really, really nice, but I need to cut them in half first before I cook them, or slice them to 2 racks connected and then do them individually like that. Davyverse says, "Are my goat lean meat? Can't imagine it being fatty. Can't say I've had goat. You'll find goat mostly in curries, to be honest. And I know they use a lot of mutton anyway. They use a lot of sheep in curries. But quite often you'll also find goat in curries. Mostly Jamaican. Jamaican me mad. I'm jokes. Gotta love it. Galadorn, did someone say out? Yes, we did. How you doing?
We did say goats.
Yeah, how you doing?
So while we were out taking the dogs today, we were having discussions on big freezers and how much meat we could store.
Yeah, I mean,
and how much we've actually got to pay for and how much we can butcher ourselves.
So looking at the chat, I think, believe it or not, now I could be wrong, but I think Donna's the only American that's in chat right now. Rhoda's Welsh, Steve's English,
Maybe.
Davey is English.
Kind of.
Galadorn, I want to say Galadorn's German, but I could be mistaken with that one. Donna is definitely American. Charlotte is definitely English.
Maybe.
Terra Crystal, I think is... Do you know what? Terra Crystal's American as well. In fact, yeah, Terra Crystal's just confirmed. Terra Crystal, American, although born in Canada.
Davey's
yeah.
in a world of his own.
So Galadorn is in America as well. Southwest US, lots of people butcher goats. We always did as kids. We always made barbecue. So Galadorn's America. Do you know what? I'm learning fucking more. Of course you are. Oh, what a twat. Who am I keep on thinking that's German? Oh, it's Asmandiaz. Asmandiaz is German. That was in the group. Yes, correct. Yeah, so to our American chums, we were discussing how when we come to America, we're going to be buying basically a load of big freezers to stick in the garage. And we're just going to have, one of them is just going to be one whole cow sliced and diced and put inside this freezer. One's going to be a 1.5 pigs. So we've got enough bacon, we've got enough sausage, we've got enough pork joints, legs, you name it. And then we're going to have, obviously the dogs are going to have their freezers as well. And we're wondering about just how you go about just going to a butcher and say, I want to buy an entire cow. Get me a whole cow, slice the cow, put them into 2 piles. Human grade edibles, nice edibles, and major muscle groups and whatever. And then everything else, bones and arse and lips and elbows, cut up and dice up and put into dog food. So we get best of both worlds. So we're gonna look into that and see how much that's gonna cost us. Donna saying, so are you hosting a barbecue? That's what I heard. Yes. You actually buy the cow and send it to the butcher. Yeah. That's what we're thinking, Donna. That's what we're thinking. Yeah, because you are West Virginia, aren't you? We're going to be in Chesapeake, actually. We're going to be in Chesapeake during our holiday. Grumpy! Grumpy's an American as well. Grumpy! How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
But most of the places that we've been looking at, they've been saying there's deer and turkey.
That's a good point, actually.
And we were thinking, well, deer and turkey, that gives us even more dog food.
So Tennessee offers diverse hunting opportunities for big and small game, including white-tailed deer, wild turkey, black bear. We ain't touching bears. We are not touching bears. Various small game species with seasons spanning from late September to early January. So a big game is going to be our white-tailed deer, which is going to be perfect for both us for venison and the dogs. Wild turkey, easy pickings there. I mean, wild turkeys gobble gobble. Everyone loves a gobble. I'm really not into hunting black bears. I'm not into hunting bears at all. We've got elk. While Tennessee has a small elk population, there are limited hunting opportunities. Yeah, to be honest, we wouldn't touch elk. If there's more than enough deer, because white-tailed deers are so abundant in Tennessee, that would be the opportunity. Rabbit, squirrel, quails, waterfowl, perfect. I'm not going to bother with raccoon and possums. No. Where and how? Interesting. Everyone's coming in now. Nice. Lee. So myself and Titch are going to be building his computer. 1300 British Standard Time tomorrow afternoon, which I think is 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to see how a computer's built, it's an early morning rise for you guys. It's probably going to take us a fair few hours, so it's going to be going for quite some time. Like everything else, oh yeah, shit. I need to get Jacob's link. Jacob.
But yes, we will do chickens.
We will do chicken.
Yeah, so I will have a hen house and a fenced area.
Yeah, we will be doing that. The other thing as well, so I'm just going to throw this out there. I should do it on every single stream. So Jacob's link, I'm just about to pin it in the chat. Any super chat for the entire of April, anything that comes in, minus YouTube's usual shenanigans. Freaking, I've turned the AI on a bloody camera again. I need to just go in the options and just disable it altogether. It's annoying. Any super chat that comes into Tommy channels, whether it's Rumble Rants or any of the other channels, is all going to go across to Jacob for the entire of April. As you know, I'm not in streaming for the money anyway, so it's going to go to a good cause. So if you can spare £1 or $1 or a dib-dob, absolutely anything in between, please consider just donating directly to Jacob's charity. So he's got the GoFundMe. Obviously, he's not in a good place. Him and his parents have got to up and move out of their current accommodation pretty quickly. They're all basically disabled. So the more that we can do to help them, the better. So I'm just going to pin that message. But obviously, if anything comes in through YouTube or any of the other channels that I run, whether it's Rumble, Kick, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, will all go across to Jacob. There is a tracker within Discord as well. So as and when things happen, if anything comes in, it's going to all go across and be tracked in Discord. But in fact, let me have a look and see what he's at, because I think he had gone past 2.5.
He's at 3,630.
Amazing.
So it's 18% through.
That is really, really good. Oh, I'm so impressed. Oh, Naya as well. So I can see a lot of the streamers are all pushing towards it. That's absolutely fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. But as with all charity-related stuff, only push to a charity if you can afford the spare change. There's no shame in not being able to afford things.
What is going on with the camera?
Every time, right? Because there's if I do that, it activates the AI, and because I like to play with my hands, like if I do that, it starts zooming in because my camera is fucking clever.
Hang on.
And then it zooms out. How fucking amazing is that? It's like fucking sadness, really. Now, when I move, it follows me. Motherfucker. I can't escape now. I can't escape. Midden, hail from his ass. Yes. The real Tombi booze. I'm just logging into something at the minute. Select live source. Yes. Activate. Okay.
Rosie got a plastic bag from somewhere.
Oh, little sod.
So, Rhoda keeps chickens.
Does he?
Yeah, he's just said I
Whoa.
keep chickens.
I like chickens. I like the eggs, to be honest. I like
the only thing in when we do the wire fencing around, we need to make sure it's buried slightly.
Make sure it was buried.
At the bottom of the wire.
Oh, I would, believe it or not, I would actually get, the concrete.
Oh, like we've got under our fence panels.
Yeah, basically I would sink. What the fuck is that?
No, that was Poppy talking to next door's dog.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, so what I would do is I would get 2 of those deep in a square. So you put 2 deep in a square, and that's at least 1.5 foot of solid concrete. That they would have to go all the way down underneath that concrete, and it's just not worth the effort.
Yeah.
But then rabbits and foxes won't do it. Rabbits will dig further, but foxes won't.
Yeah, but rabbits don't eat chickens.
I mean, this is also the thing. I mean, we don't really have to worry. Jesus Christ! I can hear those little bastards from up here.
They're in the garden.
I know they're in the garden. Doesn't matter if they're in the bloody garden. I can hear them halfway around the world. Brother Rick, how you doing? Hail family and hail chat Muppets.
Hey, Rick.
yeah, we are definitely going to be. Bears will be into hunting you, mine. Believe it or not, black bears don't. Black bears are small. Brown bears and grizzlies, you just don't want to get fucking anywhere near them bastards. But black bears really don't want to fucking interact with you. Terra Crystal, lots of deer in Tennessee, North Carolina mountains. See, this is the other reason why I want to go to the Appalachians. Appalachian word of the day. Your dogs are nearly as loud as John's owl. Yes, they are. Two trailer park Brits talk about the outside. Are you trying to say that we are trailer park trash, Rick? It's also about planting the right plants and herbs. Rosemary keeps deer out of the gardens. Yeah, and this is the thing. When we do come to move across, obviously we're going to be growing a lot of our own stuff, and we're going to sympathetically grow as well. So you're having things like tomatoes in between certain things, because it obviously gives off the chemicals to keep certain bugs and stuff away. Once you hit the States. No, I fucking won't. I ain't fucking trailer park trash. Get fucked. Fucked.
Mind you, if we end up building, we will be living in a trailer for quite some time. Up to 8 months.
Don't tell him that. Fuck's sake, I'm just trying to tell him that we're not going to be trailer park trash. And then you turn around and say, yeah, by the way, we're going to be living in a trailer for possibly 8 months while we have a house built. Because we were looking at...
house plans today. Oh, I did like one until I looked at the build costs. And this house, they reckon it's going to cost $500,000 just to build the house in materials.
Yeah, so I'm going to throw this up on screen so you can basically get a general gist of the kind of things we were looking at. So we were looking at websites like floor plans where you can say, right, okay, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 1 floor, 2 garages, square foot, say 3,500 square foot. Then you search the plans, and then what it does is gives you a load of extra options. Bungalow, contemporary. What?
The one that I pulled up that I really liked.
Yeah, I'm just... Well, if you can... Is that the one you sent me in Discord? No, that was an actual house, wasn't it? So the idea is you find... Charlotte says, how can you have half a bathroom? Basically, it's a toilet and a sink.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the... Yeah,
it doesn't have a bathroom, Charlotte.
Yeah, it doesn't have the shower or the bath in it. It just got the toilet.
And sink.
Yeah. So that's what they call half a toilet. Donna Hall is pissing all over Rick's cornflakes. My Rosemary hasn't kept anything out of the garden. Too many deer in the area, so they'll eat anything. Here in the West Virginas, I live in a town and still have deer and bears in my yard, along with the occasional mountain lion and coyotes. And Charlotte says, oh, all righty then. Yeah, we're actually popping... So after we go from Annapolis, we're actually going down to see Steel Leg of History down in Chesapeake. So we're actually down in Virginia. I'm looking forward to it. Rick says, plan 92371. 92370. No, it looks horrible.
What one's that? Oh, God, that's awful.
That is awful. And do you know why? And both me and Tam will say it's awful for exactly the same reason. And it's this monstrosity here.
Yeah.
It's this monstrosity of an outcrop, which is just all glass. It's horrible. Now, fine. There could be elements of the design that looks kind of nice. But it's that big sodding bit of glass, because there is no privacy afforded to anybody that's in that section. And even Steve says, funny ass shape. Yes, it is funny ass shape. Now, one of these websites allowed you to select some additional things, such as I can't remember what fucking one it was now, but there was like bonus rooms and all sorts of other crazy stuff. I'm gonna change that to 3. Let's go for 3+, and let's find ranch style, because I think it was basically a ranch style that was quite nice.
Yeah, that's the one that I was looking at. Are you on the same site that I was
No,
on?
I'm not on the same site. You look in your shitty sites and just send me the link, because it'll be in your history. But
that's very similar.
It's very similar, yeah. So this is the kind of idea we're looking for. So you have your garage at the front of the house, you got your deck, guest rooms, whatever. Master bedrooms on the far side. Yeah, because this is very similar. But the one that we were looking at, all 3 of the other bedrooms were in the bottom right-hand corner, and the master was on the very far side.
Yeah. But you
get the general idea, chat. We are looking at opportunities now in terms of getting something built. Now, don't get me wrong, it's going to be expensive either way. Ideally, we can find something that's already built in this state that we can just say, sell our current property and move straight into. But
yeah,
just
Rick, the bonus rooms are the 30-odd foot rooms that are above the garage.
John, problematic white guy over on Rumble. We are trying to push as many people to Rumble as possible. We need to get as many hours viewed over on Rumble. So link is in the description on Discord, on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, in the description is a link to the Rumble stream. Now, Rumble is for any content creator or streamer right now. If you're not on Rumble and you're not in the creator program, you need to get yourself in the creator program as quickly as you can do. Any streamer or content creator is going to be pushing their Rumble really, really heavily, which is probably why you see quite a lot of people jumping across to Rumble, certainly over the course of the last 6 weeks. Me, no different. So, yeah, if you've got a Rumble account, guys, I would appreciate getting some watch hours over on Rumble. Now, obviously, there's going to be an hour stream, hour and a half. Guys, I'm just going to mute myself there. But the more the merrier. The more the merrier. Not that computer. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to log on to a different computer. Give watch over here. Mirden, nice. So Mirden's jumped ship and he's gone across to Rumble. Yes. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Why can't I hear you, Tam?
Oh, I'm chit-chatting away, and my mic was still on mute from telling Rosie off.
I'm like, it was eerily quiet, and I mean, it was super quiet. It was almost like...
So you didn't hear me ask, is that a bloody pug jigging in between Problematic's flashy lights? Okay.
Yes, that is...
Very fat pug.
That is Alert and a big fat pug. Yes, that is. Rick says, if you move into an existing home, find a reputable home inspector and have them go over it with a fine-tooth comb to catch issues before they become yours. Rick, I hate to break it to you, mate, but we have bought a house before.
Yeah. And
we would do that anyway.
Have a surveyor in the family.
The second youngest son's a chartered surveyor, So we would get him to come across and do a inspection as well, and then we'll just hire someone locally to do all of the electricals, plumbing, gas safe, and all that stuff. We would make sure that we do everything that we need to do. Everyone says, "Oh no, lagging out." You shouldn't be lagging out. Appreciate watching, getting some. I think that's you guys. Everything that we need to do. Everyone says, "Yeah, no, that's definitely you guys." East Rhoda, I'm still learning how to use this, but hi, you're welcome. Yeah, so Rumble, Tombi on Rumble is just there. Yeah, it's all about just playing the game at the minute. I'm trying to skip an ad. There we go. Cool beans. Nah, it's all you guys. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Rick, we'll do our due diligence whenever we bought a property anyway, because the last thing we want to be buying is a complete lemon. And by doing, obviously, before we committed to buy, we'd make sure we've done the necessary due diligence on the state area, how far away food is, how far away shops are, general idea of where we would go to get X, Y, Z. First aid, hospitals, and all that good stuff. Because obviously it's going to be completely new for us when we come across to the States, mainly from getting used to the fact that it's America and you're all weird. You do stuff weird.
Yeah, including the date.
Yeah, I had to explain. I was trying to explain to Tam earlier because obviously I need to put all of the dates that I put on my next shows and things like that, on my outros, I do in American. So you do your month, then your day, then your year. And Tam was like, but that's wrong. But it's not wrong to you guys because you always say April the 5th, whereas we say 5th of April.
Yeah.
We always start off with the smallest, moving to the largest, which technically makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, as is day, month, year.
Yeah. So we always start with the smallest number or the smallest interval and work our way up. So that's why we go from days to months to years to centuries and then millennia and so on and so forth. But no, I disagree, Mirden. I disagree. Who invented the calendar? It wasn't us. Which Arden with the pug, the wobbly pug bum. Amazing. The question is, who is Witch Arden? Who is the Witch of Arden? I wonder if that's Donna Hall again. Rick, no. No. Rick's not correct. Americans perfected it. Doesn't mean that it's correct. Just because you think it's... The problem is, with all of this, Mirden, you're seeing the world through your rose-tinted glasses. Living in California, I might add. I mean, California? Yeah, I was correct. Which Arden is Donna. Do you know what? So we've got Yarn Witch, and then we've got Witch Arden as well. It's amazing. Terra Crystal. Sadly, most homes were built in the 1920s to the 1970s, so you've got to update everything: roof, HVAC, plumbing, electricity, windows, flooring, etc. That's certainly what we're seeing. Anything that's definitely dated pre-70s, you're better off just gutting the whole of the interior, stripping out everything, and then replacing it. Unless it's already done.
Although I have seen houses that were built in the 70s that are actually in better condition than some that were built 10, 15 years ago. And I can only assume that they've been trashed by hillbilly pikeys.
Mirden saying, true, I am drunk most of the time. That's not a bad thing, mate. That's not a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that a lot of the houses that we've seen, many of them have actually been updated. I will say a lot of them have been updated and renovated, but you can then clearly see the ones. The second you see the image, the first image of the house, it's like, yeah, no one's touched that in a long time. I mean, case in point in this one. Case in point in this one. Share this tab. Case in point this one. Nice from far. And then when you get a little bit closer, you suddenly realize, oh, okay, this one needs some work. It's boarded up. I mean, you've got bricks missing from the chimney. Wrought iron stairs probably rusted through. Big plot of land. Great plot of land. A bit barren in areas, but depends. That could be the height of summer. It's all been
old and haunted. We've had spooks, so.
Oh, we've done with spooks, mate. We've done with spooks. So we've lived. This house that we're currently in was really haunted, and slowly over time, I would say 6 years after I moved in, the ghost presence has disappeared. So it was about 6 years, 7 years. Did take a while. It did take a while. But yeah, this property has got issues. I mean, the shell is possibly okay, but then you start moving inside and it's like, okay. Everything just needs ripping out, gutting out, walls, ceilings. I mean, it's clearly run down.
On that ceiling.
It's asbestos there. You've got water damage down the walls. Clearly, this needs to be ripped out, fumigated. A lot of work needs to happen in this building, without a shadow of a doubt. But the shell is probably okay. I mean, ultimately, the shell is probably fine. Rip out all of the doors. All the doors come out. I mean, big chunks out the floor. Level all of that off. Rip out the kitchen. Literally, every single one of these rooms needs removing. Ooh. Donna Hall is actually a paranormal investigator, so that stuff is really interesting to me. Okay, we're gonna let you in on some of the fun and games that we've had in this house over the course of, I would say it's definitely 10 years since we've last had real presence in here. This house was haunted by 3 spooks. We think 3.
At least 2.
Yeah, at least 2, but we think 3. One of them was one of the previous tenants. She actually died in the room that's just behind us, and that's our bedroom.
No, she didn't. She died on the sofa by the patio.
Did she die downstairs? I thought she died upstairs. Yeah. Okay,
no.
So well, that actually explains a little bit more. So we'll get to that. I've hallucinated all sorts of stuff happening in this room. All sorts of stuff. One of the funniest, one of the biggest impacts that we ever had, in the middle of the night, both me and Tam are dead asleep, and all of a sudden we feel this. It's almost like an earthquake, but clearly it wasn't an earthquake because we never get earthquakes, and we think nothing of it until we get up in the morning and then realize our bed has shifted from where it was against the wall, and no, there was no nookiness, there was no Humpty Dumpty, there was no Tombi's hiding a sausage activities. Our bed had shifted away from the wall and was basically close to the other wall. It shifted a good 3 foot, easy.
With us in it, asleep.
With us in it, asleep. We just woke up when it happened, thinking nothing of it because we're in bed. Go back to sleep, and Tam gets up in the morning and tries walking around the bed, and she's like, the bed's moved. And it's like, holy shit. I've been pushed down the stairs countless times. I've been sat on the sofa, and I've been pushed off the sofa. And to the point where Tam was down one end of the sofa, I was at the other end. I'm leaning like this, and I've got this almighty shove, and I'm like, look around at Tam, and I'm like, what do you fucking do that for? And she's like this, all the way in the corner, as if to say, fucking nothing, mate. We've had a name scratched on the inside of the bedroom door. So that just appeared overnight. Just randomly, the name Joe appeared scratched on the inside of the door. Wasn't there before. Just appeared. Yeah, some crazy shit. Crazy shit.
Oh.
Rick says the neurodivergent are more sensitive to paranormal activity. Mate, I've tripped balls in this fucking house. I've seen ghosts in friends' houses. I've always been fucking a little bit more spooky. My adopted sister Nick has always thought I was bloody a witch, which is actually funny. And my auntie was a witch. She was crazy. Bless her heart.
Is your alarm going off up there?
I don't know.
Yes, I can hear it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. My phone's not even in this room. Right, be right back, chat. Tam, keep on talking.
Oh, he is a witch.
Fuck
Definitely. Or a bitch, whichever one. But yes, we've had some very, very interesting times in here. But it stopped when we did the extension. Oh, so Titch is the one that was always sensitive. He used to sit in his high chair chatting away to his little ghosty friend.
Yeah. Maria! Unlocking Laws joined us. How you doing, Maria? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Tried chatting on Kick, but didn't go through. No, Kick's weird. Kick doesn't get picked up by EV Marks. So EV Marks can read YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and a few others. But I think Kick it has a real big problem with and never comes up properly. Never comes up properly.
Yes, it did, Rick.
Rick says that sounds something like something your Brit paranormal investigators would be interested in. Did the extension need to disturb the ground? Yeah, it did. Yeah. But the other thing as well is all of the floors in the entire house have been replaced. Every single floor. So all of the upstairs, all the floors come out, been replaced. Downstairs, been replaced. And since then, definitely we've never seen anything. Never seen it, never heard it. Witch Arden, I am a shamanic witch and practice along the Native American traditions. You know what? Donna, you are going to be one hell of an awesome person to have a cup of tea with. Honestly.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You must have some serious stories. You must have some serious stories. East Rhoda, and there's a black cloud thing that flies around in this house sometimes. Once it freaked my cat real bad and he jumped up and ripped my eyebrow open. Holy shit. I have all kinds of things from investigations. Interesting. Maria, hi Charlotte. Hail Rick. I hope everyone's been well. Gonna game some and stream in about 15 minutes. Nice. We'll drop in and see you, mate. We'll drop in and see you, Maria. What I'll do is I'll set up the raid to go over to Maria's channel. There we go.
Oh, I don't know what Rose is on today, but she's
ketamine, speed, barbiturate.
She's definitely on uppers, I think.
Yeah, she's definitely on something. That's if Maria's actually got redirects turned on. I don't think you have, mate. I don't think you have. That's gay. You just need to turn it on. It's entirely up to you if you want to turn it on. It just means that we can send people over to your channel. Right, okay. So you're on Kick. Gotcha. Understood. What was I looking at? yeah, we were looking at, obviously this house just needs to be completely gutted and then just everything
I
changed on the inside.
I did find one earlier, and it was in a real crappy state. It's actually 2 houses on one plot.
Yeah.
And they'd started doing it up, and I reckon they were selling it because they run out of money.
Yeah, yeah.
But what they'd done was absolutely magnificent.
This is not bad. I mean, this is 12 acres, 400,000.
Where is it?
It's in fucking Tennessee. Claiborne County. I mean, it's all wood.
Oh, it's a cabin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all wood. It's definitely all wood. My God, you're gonna get a neck ache from watching that TV though.
It is a bit high.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get definitely some form of neck ache from that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the look of it. I like the wood. It gives me that definite log cabin ranchy feel to everything.
You would
We'll see in a
absolutely,
bit, Miria. You take care of yourself.
you would absolutely love the one that I found earlier. I wonder if I can find it in my history.
Yeah, you go look for your history. I'm looking at this gaff. Oh, now that's where we stream from.
Oh, can you not bloody shout?
I'm not shouting. I ain't shouting, Butch. That looks lovely. I mean, guys, that'd be a good streaming room. Incidentally, I'm actually moving out of this room I'm in, and I'm going to go downstairs into the hobby room. We've got plans, so we've got plans. We're going to remove all of the cupboards and all of this shit that's currently in the hobby room. We're going to relay it out, reset it out, because it's got probably twice as much room down there as what's in this room. And it should allow me to put all my shelves behind me. And then I'll be able to zoom out and you can see everything. So, Terra Crystal says Claiborne County is 2 hours from you. Ooh. Get one of those chests at the foot of the bed that props up the TV from within the chest. Rick, we've already got a bed with the TV built into the end, mate.
Yeah.
Come on. Tommy's already there.
Yeah, that's what we've got.
Yeah, so we've already got the bed, and it rises and lowers, and it's also got a Bose sound system. So, which is actually quite fucking amusing because the sub is in the bottom of the bed, and it's fucking so loud. So loud. So loud.
I can't find this bloody house.
Abe says, if the extension was the thing that got rid of them, maybe they just needed some fresh air. Could have solved it by opening the windows wider. Possibly. Quite possibly.
Would have been cheaper. I'm actually sitting in the extension.
Abe says, my house is over 150 years old. Almost everybody died here. How do we know you're not already dead, Abe? You could be a spook. Has anybody watched The Bondsman? New show on Amazon. Kevin Bacon comes back as a bondsman on behalf of the devil. Let me know if anybody's started watching it. Because I'm actually enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying it. And I couldn't remember what his name was. So myself and Tam started watching it, and I couldn't remember what his name was. And I just said Crispy Bacon, because I remembered his name was Bacon. But I couldn't remember his first name at the time. So I just said Crispy Bacon, and it just worked. That's a good spot for a streaming... Oh. Because there's the living room. So that's only a... That's weird. It's weird. That must be down underneath the ground. Yeah, because he's got a gym with it. Donna Hall watched the first episode last night. Mate, I'm actually enjoying it. I am actually enjoying it. I certainly going to carry on watching the entire series. Rick, I'm not a Bose fan. The subs are great, but the speakers tend to be a bit too mid-rangey for me. I like my JBS subs and Klipsch 8A speakers and my Polk soundbar and sub in the living room. Yeah, but the thing is that we're going for small appliances and trying to get the most out of them. And don't get me wrong, most audiophiles don't like Bose anyway, because they're like, oh, it doesn't properly represent the audio because it tricks your brain into thinking there's sounds there when there's not. Fine. It's all about technology. And waveguides. Stir of Echoes is a bloody good film. Really good film. And who's the chick? She was in House. And she was in House. And she was also in New Trek, the first one with Chris Pine. She was James T. Kirk's mum. Jennifer Morrison. Bloody good film. Do you know the one bit of that film I really hate watching to this day is when you see her fingernail break when she's getting dragged. Grimace at that bit. But yeah, is Mrs.'s sister. Just open the door between one plane of existence to the next.
This is driving me nuts now.
Why don't you just put in House?
Because I've got all the houses. They're all listed.
Well, it'd be the most recent.
No, it's this morning. So there's a lot of history since this morning.
Well, you got breakfast art. It's the kitchen's a bit small. It's more a galley. I'd have to remove that centre to get rid of that. Jennifer Morrison was Cameron in House MD. Yeah, that's why I said she was in House. I just can't remember her name. Couldn't remember her name. But she's been in loads of things. She's been in loads.
Right.
But yeah, she was James T. Kirk's mom when Chris fucking Thor was his dad.
This was it.
Was his daddy. I just nipped to the loo and came back to you saying Jennifer Morrison. Yes. Jennifer Morrison.
All right, so...
Dr. Cameron. That's right. I love House. I think House is great. Got a bit weird in the later series, but...
There you go.
Rick, no. It's wrong. You are wrong 100%.
What's that?
That island needs to go.
Oh, I couldn't cope with that. Don't forget, we've got two whacking great big dogs.
Yep. That
lay in the kitchen.
That creates a galley-style kitchen. Both sides, it's useless. It's shite. It's horrible.
Yeah, I couldn't cope with that.
Yeah. And anyway, I can do everything with that sideboard there that I need to. Christ, you don't need extra space. If you need more space, then you're doing something seriously wrong. Brother Nerdcakes, how you doing, Chief? How you doing? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I would remove the island from. I would certainly remove the island from there because
I couldn't cope with that. I couldn't cope with that because of the dogs.
Yep.
I sent you the link in Disco. I found it.
The other thing as well is that think of the door on the dishwasher. When that's down, you can't get by it left or right.
Yeah, which is the problem we have in the kitchen at the moment.
Yep. Same with the cooker at the end. As soon as you got the door down, it's creating a funnel. Same with the freezer door. You're blocking everything. This is in the wrong place. This shouldn't be there. You want to keep it as open as possible. The more open, the better when it comes to a kitchen. You sent it to me in Discordium.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Charlene sent me a message. Oh, bless. Oh, she sent something else.
Oh, for God's sakes.
So Charlene says, hey, Tombi, it says on tracking that your last gift will be with you tomorrow. And hopefully it's the last one, promise. Bless her heart. But she did get a laptop today, which is great. So Charlene was after a laptop to help her with YouTube and everything else, make life easier for chatting. So I sorted out a laptop and made sure she got a decent one. So she received that today, which is great. Is it the first or the second image? Or both?
No, not the first one. That's the one I sent you this morning. It's
yeah. It's the second one. How you doing, No Jay? It's good to see you, mate. So this is, if you pull that island, you are down by 70% of storage space and counter space, and you're think of it from a different perspective, Rick. I might be down on a bit of storage space, but if you need that much storage, you're storing shit that you use probably once in a blue moon. And also,
which is our problem at the moment.
I'm gaining space to move.
Yeah.
No one wants to be confined in the kitchen. You want to be free to move around. You don't need that much space. You don't need an additional freaking arm bloody board, worktop board. Can't think of the name. Fuck them. Right, share this one instead. Right, okay. So this is 455, 3,000 square foot of space.
And it's really run down apart from the bits that they've done.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I mean, the thing is, I can see that a lot of the wood is actually fairly clean cut from here. And they've carbonized the wood, so yeah, that's all good. Unless I have a butler's pantry, I need space to store dry goods and ingredients. Yeah, but that's a separate thing altogether, Rick. That's a separate thing altogether. And you can have a kitchen where that doesn't exist in the kitchen itself. And everyone has butler's pantries, or what we call them in the UK is a larder. That one needs a lot of. I wouldn't say it needs a lot of work.
It does. There is a lot of work that needs doing, but they've started it.
I've only seen a couple
of images. And the work that they've done well.
I've only seen a couple of images, so I'm going to flick through. Flooring, walls, yeah, fine. Get rid of the carpet. Carpet needs ripping out.
Yeah, that room they haven't done properly.
Yeah, that whole room needs redoing. That room needs No, that room's done, but it just needs
finishing.
Yeah, just needs a decor finished.
But there's a cup. They've finished the kitchen.
Hallway's done. Kitchen's lovely.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
This is more acceptable, Rick, because you've got a double wide space between one side and the middle
side.
Yeah, this is more acceptable, Rick. This one here, this one's a lot more acceptable. Star Wars Marvel Purist. I need to send you that file today, actually. I've finished with all of the destructions for it as well.
Yeah, the bits that they've done, they've actually done really well.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
Yep. Let me just share this just for a second. This one here. So yeah, so for anybody that's looking to get into streaming, so what I've done is I've written up a complete guide, step by step. So OBS streaming guide, table of contents, what you need to install, where you get them from, links, where you put the files, step by step importing of OBS profile and scene collection. So if you ask me to give you a OBS profile and scenes, it gives you the instructions for how you import them. Some of the other tools that I would recommend, devices that I've tested along the way, Social Stream Ninja, Streamer Bot, everything else all mixed in together. So complete guide from start to finish on how to set up your streaming. OBS for Dummies. Yes. Literally, you can't just follow it line by line. You can't fuck it up. You literally can't fuck it up. No one can. Rick probably can.
Yeah, we're not going to any coast. We're going in the middle.
No, I mean, the thing is, Chesapeake is the closest tell a lie, Annapolis is on the coast.
No, he means to buy.
Yeah. Oh, to buy? Yeah. No. Problematic white guy said, right, 2 seconds. What am I sharing?
Oh my God.
The dogs.
Yeah.
So
that kitchen's beautiful.
Yeah, problematic white guy. You'll need to add that to the FFS Discord by all means. There's a few guides, John. If you jump onto my channel, and I'm going to do a self plug for a second. Content. Share this tab. So I've created a number of guides, John. So how to connect Rumble Studio, OBS multi-streaming, streaming overlays using Apache, fucking Adobe Express, completely free. Meld Studio setup, stream avatars, connecting Meld to Rumble Studio with Discord. This is why my subscribers have gone fucking skyrocketed, because I'm creating loads of guides for them, loads of guides nowadays, because I want to get more people streaming. I mean, 3,000 odd views, 2,500 odd views, 2,000. This one's at 800. They're all going the right way. They're being watched all the time, and it is bringing in the content for me. It is bringing in the numbers. So I'm going to carry on doing it. I've got to do a social stream. I've got to finish my social stream Ninja OBS video guide, which will show you how to have all of the chat combined from YouTube, Rumble, Kick, Twitter, Twitch, and relay messages between one platform to another, completely free. You don't have to pay for it. I'm gonna throw them all those. I'm gonna be throwing them all those. And Star Wars Marvel Purist, thanks for the vote of confidence. Evergreen, you'll be getting views in 10 years from those. Exactly, 100%, because it's one of those things that's always going to be coming back. Enigma, how you doing, brothers? Good to see you. And Barry H, over on Twitch. How you doing, sir? It's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Hold my beer, Galadorn says. John, is like I've always said, I always try and help out everybody as much as I can do. Anything I find out, whether tips, tricks, or anything, I'm not one of these that is going to hold it to myself. I'm going to share it with everyone. And that's why as soon as my Rumble stuff came in for March, I turned around and said, guys, if you're not on the Rumble Creative Program, get on it as soon as possible. That's me trying to give you, between the lanes, clues for get on it as soon as you can so you don't miss out, which is why we're pushing Rumble. Because Rumble Takeover. Because Rumble's awesome. True fact. Have you fallen asleep, Tam?
No.
So this... go back, you bastard. So this is a lot better. So the distance between this side... I can't see my mouse on the screen. The distance between the sideboard on the left and the middle island, there's a lot more. That's double the size. I can cope with that. That is perfect. A proper breakfast bar. That's the size of a kitchen and breakfast bar. Yes, it's got the dining table in there as well, but I don't think it's much of a dining table, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. If you...
Oh, yeah. But it's... No, because it's for 4 people.
Yeah.
But look at the freaking legs on the chair. These are all homemade.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, see, that's what... I'd love that.
It's really rustic.
Yeah, definitely. Enigma. I have Rumble, but I can't stream there yet. You can if you... Right. So I'm going to let you in on a little bit of a secret on this one. This one's going to be one of those speculate to accumulate. Pay for the premium subscription. You'll be able to stream immediately, collect Rumble rants immediately, collect subscriptions immediately. Subscriptions are the same as memberships over on YouTube. You'll be able to monetize immediately. It's going to cost you $10 a month, thereabouts, but you can stream to Rumble Studio and all that good stuff. And once you've hit the 30 hours, the 100 followers, which isn't that difficult, believe you me, I've gone up 100 followers just in March alone. It's insane. You will be making more back than you're putting into it. So it's speculate to accumulate, plus the growth on Rumble is exponential at the minute. So good. And John, that's why I call you the Mad Lad Wizard Extraordinaire. Yes, you do. Every time I jump into a stream where John's about, it's the Mad Lad Extraordinaire, the Mad Lad Wizard. I like this so far. I do like this house so far.
Yeah, there are parts that are a real tip and need a lot of work, including the basement. But there's been a lot of work and it's been done nicely, or I like it.
Yeah, I'd probably change the stairs. Let me make this bigger again. I'll probably change the stairs because there's no way dogs are going up and down that stairs.
Well, dogs ain't going up the stairs anyway.
Rachel, sigh, guess I have to try OBS again. Why? What's going on? Are you thinking about streaming? Do you want to... So if I was a new streamer or a new content creator, I would say ignore OBS. If you're looking at just getting online with scenes, with your webcam or your art or anything like that, go for Meld Studio. You can be up and running with Meld Studio, multi-streaming with Meld Studio in probably about 20 minutes. That's all it would take you. It's very, very easy to set up, very, very easy to configure. Meld Studio, I would recommend to new streamers over OBS. OBS has got a lot of power in it, but the problem with OBS, it's got too much power and it takes a long time to configure a lot of it. You can get plugins to make some things faster, granted, but Meld Studio, you can be up and running multi-streaming, not having to pay for multi-streaming, by the way, but multi-streaming, providing that your bandwidth can handle it and your PC can handle it to multiple different platforms really quickly. And guess what? Tombi did a guide on it. Nice. Yes, there is a video guide on Meld Studio and setting it up. It's easy. Easy. I mean, took me... I did the video. I think the video is about 25 minutes. I use Streamlabs. Got to pay for that, though. Yes, and this is the other reason why I stopped using Streamlabs. I moved from Streamlabs to OBS because I didn't want to pay for anything. I've since come to the realization that some things you do need to pay for, EV Mux and a couple of other bits and pieces. But I try and keep it to an absolute minimum and only the most critical of applications. Yeah, Meld is a lot better on your laptops and CPUs, definitely. But I like this house, Tam. I do like this house. Now you said it needs work in.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts where they've gone for. I reckon they've run out of money.
Yeah.
So if you look,
ceiling. None of this is finished.
No.
None of this is finished. They've basically
run out of money.
Yeah, they've plasterboarded, but they haven't mudded up. They haven't done any mudding or anything at this stage. So they've done first fit by the look of it with the electrics. They're in the process of expanding. Obviously, this all looks like new construction, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with new construction. But yeah, it does generally look like they've just run out of go-go juice. So it could have been for loads of different reasons.
I think some of these pictures are in the basement, though.
Yeah. I mean, definitely with the floor looking the way it is, this is going to be downstairs garage area anyway because it's all concreted flooring. East Rhoda, you said you did a guide. Yes. So if I go for this one, so if I grab this guide, this is the Meld Studio setup guide. Meld Studio. That's the Meld Studio one, guys.
But this place...
and yes, that is also correct.
It's got the main house. And then it's got like a granny annex, so a second property that goes with this.
Yeah. EV Mux, John, is absolutely awesome. So the way I look at it, I always use EV Mux for my podcasting, albeit I could use OBS by itself for podcasts as well, because I know how to bring everything in. But for the price I pay for EV Mux, multiple different people also use that EV Mux connection as well. So the way I look at it, I'm getting my money's worth more than enough. More than enough with it. Gun safe? That's one hell of a, that's a safe as well.
Yeah. So.
No, it's just a gun safe.
So the second property's got 2 bedrooms.
In fact, that's a panic room more than anything, because of some of the stuff that they've got in it. Mason jars. Yeah, I mean the thing is freaking American trucks.
Yeah, I did say we needed one of them.
Yeah, that's another thing that we've started to look at is some of the vehicles out there. Rachel with woohoo freedom locker. Yeah, dispense that freedom. Dispense with the freedom. And Rhoda, anytime you need a handmade, just give me a shout if you get stuck with anything. But certainly Meld Studio is easy. Make your 5 basic scenes and then add your sources to it. It's easy. Back to listing. Yeah, so I mean that looks all good. I wanted to go back to this.
Yeah, they've drawn that, so it's not fantastic.
I know they've drawn it, so they've got unfinished basement, hot water, fireplace, something.
Yeah, it's that one, because there's a 2-bedroom property, guest house. With it, so it's an open plan downstairs, 2 bedrooms upstairs.
What, as a second house?
There's a second building. Yeah, there's a second house on the plot.
Oh, that's cool. So my house is the guest house. So that's going to be Tombi's streaming house. Guess what? We're going to be up to all sorts of mischief in Tombi's streaming house.
Nope, that is not your streaming house.
Why? It's going to be unused.
It's not your streaming house.
Why?
Look, we've got half of the chat saying that we've got to have barbecues. We're going to need somewhere to put them.
That we're going to have barbecues.
Yeah.
Yeah, that right. There's a living area. There's 2 bedrooms in the guest house. Right. Okay. Perfect. So second floor in the main house has got 2 bedrooms and a small bedroom in there. Okay. Then you've got the main house, which is got a small bonus room.
There you go, Zap. Yep, we need rooms.
That's all right. That's all right. I can stick people up in the garden. That's no problem. What I'm trying to say
just go and buy a load of tents.
Yeah, no. What I'm trying to say is my office can easily be in that living area in the guest house.
Yeah.
And then that avoids having any of my stuff interrupting anybody that's in the family house, and also keeps the air flowing in the guest house, because the last thing you want to do is just shut the door on it and not have anybody going in it for months on end. Makes use of the space.
Yeah,
and if I need to crash out,
but there may be occasions where I need to leave home for a couple of days, so I
yeah,
can move in there.
yeah, that's fine. But what I'm saying is that every now and again, if I'm working late, because I could be doing UK hours in American time, and at that point in time, I can just crawl upstairs to one of the bedrooms and just fall asleep and not disturb anyone that's in the main house. I mean, in fact, I can't even see. So it would be second floor of the main house would be where the main bedroom is. Because there's only a bedroom or office next to the living room. Well, you're not going to want that as a bedroom. You're not going to want that as a bedroom. So unless you change the family room into a main bedroom, which is possible. I mean, there's shower, tub, and all sorts of stuff in there. There's definitely a shower, storage, vault. So that's where the vault is. I mean, that makes sense. That family room in that corner. So the bottom right-hand corner. That makes sense for converting this room into the main master bedroom, because then you're all on the same level. Because that's the other thing. That's the other reason why we're trying to get a bungalow type affair. Enigma says, I thought once you get married, the guy gives up all choices on interior design. Do you know, once upon a time, I used to like you. And then you're giving her ideas.
But don't I come up with good ideas?
You do come up with good ideas, which is why I'm moving from this room for streaming to go downstairs. The problem is that there's an awful lot of fucking work that needs to happen in order to do that. Which is fine. I'm happy to do that.
So we had a garage that was sort of half in, half outside the house.
Yeah.
And when we had the extension put on, the extension came out to the front of the garage.
Have you got the PDF? Where did you have the images?
Oh, that was on the council website. Planning permission for our road.
Yeah, let me have a look, and then what I'll do is I'll take out the address kind of thing. I just want to give people the idea.
So the actual garage we had converted into a Tombi hobby room.
Yeah.
So kitchen units all the way around it with worktops, and there's servers and printers and a lot of stuff. But at one end I've got the tumble dryer and the big fridge freezer, because we only keep a fridge in the kitchen. So I was looking at it earlier, and it's just now used as a junk room because he's streaming or working or whatever upstairs. So I said, well, why don't we rip this lot out, tidy it up, and you use this as an office and a streaming room.
Where did you look for it?
Council planning permission. Planning.
Did you go planning on the map?
No.
Or was it search the list?
All right, let me go into history again.
Yeah, because I've got lots of options. Old applications?
Could be. Oh, ingredients for pretzels. Right. So if I send you
yeah, I think I've got it now. It's sent me to a different
planning app details page.
I've got it. View documents. Drawing, existing plans, approved plans.
For God's sakes.
That one. What?
Oh, we're on puns now. Open the grill as a side hustle. Tombi Hawk steaks.
Oh, mate. That'd be fantastic. Let's edit this.
I've also been looking at the restrictions. As I've been looking at places, it's like land. I found a really nice bit, and then when I looked, it had restrictions on it. So that's absolutely no bloody good to man or beast. And there was another one. It was quite a big plot. And when I looked, it's access by deed. And I definitely want to avoid that. So, yeah, I've been looking at the HOAs, and I've been doing research as I've been going along.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it into Paint. Because obviously we're not going to dox ourselves. I'm just going to throw it into a different application. And then I can share this screen instead. Window. Yes.
Oh, I think my headphones have just said charge me.
Yeah, so previously, so on this image on the left-hand side, let me come in here. This wall, this support wall, used to be the front of the house. So we basically had the study added onto the front of the house, and the old garage was converted into this hobby room. So this top section up to where the support wall used to be is basically a carbon copy of the space I'm in now, except there's a
airing cupboard
that's basically here. So if I shift across to this one, I'm in this space here. So we've got airing cupboards, I'm in this space, and obviously it's not very usable. It is usable, but there's not a lot of room. So instead, I'm going to be dropping into this section. So I'm going to gain a fair amount of space, to be honest. But the other thing is, because it's a solid brick wall behind me, I'm going to be able to put all of my shelves up with all of my figures behind me, so everybody can see the games, see the figures, see everything all the time. So, because it's a shame that the only brick wall up here is actually opposite side, so you won't be able to, technically, you can't see any of it. It's a bit arse. It's a bit arse. But
yes, there are, Rick, because I looked at a really nice place and it came up as a HOA, and I thought, yeah, no, they can stick that up there.
We are not going for any property that's got any form of HOA. No, never happening. They can get fucked. I'm not having some idiot come and complain that my grass is 1 inch too long, or a slightly different fucking shade of yellow. They can get fucked. They're intrusive. They're idiots. They don't know the fucking arses from their elbow.
Or the dogs are barking and disturbing the neighbours that are 2 miles down the road. I'm not having that bullshit.
Yeah, and for the most part, they're just power-mad Karens. That's all they are. They're power-hungry Karens. They can all get, excuse my language, they can all get fucked. And I'll quite happily piss all over all of them.
I couldn't ever live in a gated community because they're all HOAs.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
I'm quite happy to gate off my own property from everybody else and say, stay the fuck out. I mean, if I had my way, I'd have enough land to basically put such a big perimeter of trees that it becomes like M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. That's where I would live. and I would put all sorts of creepy noises in the forest and scare the shit out of the kids so that they never ever think about leaving, basically. Why are you still there? I've already got rid of you. There we go. There can be, it's best to be sure. Yeah, 100%. Make sure that it is in the contract. No HOAs ever. Bring back the Hatfield and McCoys if there's a HOA. Yeah, even if the local neighborhood decided that they wanted to set up a HOA, I'm not fucking part of that business. They can all get fucked. They can all get fucked. They're ignorant arseholes. They don't fucking work. They're just Karens that just want to bully people for the sake of it.
When I was younger, the place that we lived in, the house that we lived in, that was on a similar basis.
Yeah.
And the woman that ran the estate was absolutely horrendous. She was, so I've had experience of it. She stuck her nose in everybody's business.
Yeah.
And it didn't have anything to do with the state of property. She just had to have
a nosy ass in people's business.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I'm not going to have it. Fucking people just need to keep their bloody opinions to themselves.
Yes, well, we have a similar situation.
Yeah. HOAs are where Karens and Kens breed. You're not wrong. And Rhoda says you don't need a gated community when you've already got a goated community. Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, straight away, that's
What's the matter, Rosie?
Is she all right?
Yeah, she's just come bobbing in out of the garden. What's the matter, Bubby?
Hold on. I just realised I can do this. By the power of great... Oh, wrong way.
No, she's gone onto the sofa now. She's sulking.
Okay.
You can't get there.
Yeah. I can just see her. I can just make her out. This is the beautiful thing with having a remote-controlled camera.
Yes, and I am going to have the remote control so you don't make me feel freaking seasick.
Boobs! Oh, Tombi, you're such a child. Yes. You can have your own remote control if you want. You don't really know. Oh! Guess who's in chat? How you doing, Darrell?
Hiya.
How's Dazzy doing? How's Quinn? How's your long weekend? Fuck everything else. How's the long weekend going? Boosh, we found out who it was. Oh, right. Okay, 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Boosh says, a Karen on my parents' HOA put bright pink stickers on our mailbox and trash can because we had a TV box filled with trash instead of broken down. We found out who it was, and my father and I put the same pink stickers all over her car. She threatened legal action. We showed her pictures. She was kicked off the HOA and made to pay to repaint. Oh. So she was just being a Jobsworth Karen.
Yeah.
Which, but this is the thing, that's all they are, is Jobsworth Karens. All of them are. Every single one of them. Every single one of them is a Jobsworth Karen. And that's why I've got no time for them. Anybody that comes onto, certainly when we move, we're going to have a property that's not HOA, and anyone that comes on, would you like to join the local HOA? Get fucked off my property. All right, shouldn't shout so loud. But it infuriates the living piss out of me. I'm just like, no, I don't.
Yeah, I can't take it. For the most part, our neighbours are absolutely fantastic.
Where we live currently?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
And they are all pretty nice. But we have one that has slightly too much. Well, actually, we have two that have too much time on their hands. One's a curtain twitcher.
Fuck me. Yeah.
And he knows everybody's business the second it happens. And
he wants to know everybody's business.
And he gossips like the biggest old woman I have ever come across.
Yeah.
And then we have another one that's old with too much time on his hands.
No word of a lie. Right. Okay. So we're the first house on the road. We've got a next door neighbour. They decided to put up 6-foot fences because it was really, really close to the road and they wanted to protect their property. We didn't have a problem with it, even though it slightly obscured some of our vision getting off our drive. We didn't have a problem with it because we had a dwarf willow tree there. The old bastard at the end of the fucking road, he is 4 houses down. How many complaints did he put in about it?
143.
143 separate complaints about their fence, to the point where our local council fined them over £50,000 and they ended up having a nervous breakdown and moved out. They were one of our best neighbours that we've ever had.
Oh, I now have no headphones.
Is yours died? It's like died. Can you hear me though? Am I coming out your speakers yet? Tam sucks, big old donkey cock. I could abuse it so much.
Yeah, I don't have any headphones. And I don't know
Can you
why
hear me though?
They were half
charged.
Yeah.
You can hear me though, can't you?
I've got my speakers on really low.
Fuck me. It's either a yes or a fucking no. It's not rocket science. You can hear me, can't you?
Yes, I put my speakers on very low.
Okay, but you know, when someone asks you a question, can you hear me? You don't just carry on blurbing on. You say, yes, my husband, yes, I can hear you perfectly. Even though I've got you quiet, I can hear you great. And it's not fucking rocket science. It's not rocket science. You're right, brother. How you doing? It's good to see you. My mother joined the HOA and out Karen's the Karens. She actually read the deed restrictions and shouted down all those bitches. Exactly. Weekend has been tiring, Dazzy says. 15 little 4-year-olds running around. Oh, fuck that shit. Holy crap.
Oh, my God, no. Definitely not.
Rachel, that's why I want to live right in the middle of a big-ass piece of land. Honestly, that's precisely what we're... Fuck, I've turned my AI on again. That's exactly what we're going for, Rachel. We are going for... If I can get 100 acres of land, I will have 100 acres of land. Tam's like, we don't need that much land. And I'm like, yes, we do. Trust me. There are reasons I want that much land. Because at any point in time, should we have the need to, we can divide that property up into 4 quarters of 25 acres and sell those properties on. And yes.
In some cases you can. In some cases you can't. Some have got a clause in there that they can't be subdivided.
Yes, correct. And that comes back to Rachel's point of having restrictions whenever you're purchasing things. 640 acres is 1 square miles. Yes. Rhoda says, sounds good. Can I come and build a tree house? Do you know what? Tree houses are going to be on the property. It's one of the things I said I wanted to build. Because I really like the idea of having tree houses like they've got in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. And Rachel agrees with me. There are absolutely reasons to have 100 acres. 100%. Fenced, And on so a wired fence on the inside of the wired fence on our side of the property, then a woven hedge going all the way around, then stacks of trees, then into the property. Mate, no zombies are getting in. No zombies whatsoever.
Apart from the one that will be living there.
Yeah, I mean, you are turning kind of zombie-ish, I will say. So,
he can build as many tree houses as he likes, just so long as he never expects me to get into them.
Why is there an objection to my tree housing build? Who's the engineer?
Oh, well, you wouldn't expect me to get into a tree house, would you?
Why not? I want you to swing around like fucking Tarzan. Well, I'll be Tarzan, you be Jane.
No.
Yes.
No, not unless you make them this high off of the ground.
I'll even put... Do you want me to put a lift in for you?
No. This far off of the ground.
No. A lift. We'll get a big bucket of water, the old water butt, fill it so it weighs the same as you, and then I'll go up into the tree and then I'll lift you up with it. It'll be great. It'll be completely peaceful and serene. I'll even give you a fireman's pole or a slide to get down. No. Yes. I'll polish the slide so it's white hot in summer as well.
No.
And then you'll slide down and your ass is crisp before you even get to the bottom. That'd be amazing.
No tree houses for me.
Simpsons Treehouse of Death. Rhoda, my mate said he'd make do with a couple of acres, so I kicked him in the nuts. Tank traps, pit traps with punji sticks. Yeah, the only problem with punji sticks, they're illegal. Boo says that's the way to do it. You can even disband the HOA when you can get the votes. Yeah. I'd be over it, complaining 3 times. I don't have that much willpower anymore. Yep.
The thing is, I mean, they were, as neighbours go, and neighbours in that house, they were absolutely fine. We didn't have any complaints about them.
Yeah, we've had some.
I mean, believe me, we've had junkies in there.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we've had people in that property, junkies, that come back from clubbing after leaving their baby children in the house alone for hours on end to jump into their garden and we're talking at 4 o'clock in the morning, on a trampoline when she's tubby fat cunt and she sounds like a fucking elephant fucking a fucking football.
But that's not the worst fit. They had a DJ decks with the back doors wide open, and our bedroom is right by their garden.
Yeah. I was almost tempted to shove the DJ decks right up her back door. But she was a fucking elephant, and she wasn't fucking quiet on this bloody trampoline. I thought the poor thing was going to fucking groan and break underneath the weight. Fat cunt. Excuse my language. She was such a fatty. Did you know?
They were just horrific.
Yeah, we've almost been talking for 2 hours.
Bloody junkies. Yeah.
Do you want to call it a day?
Yeah, I think so. I need to finish charging up my headphones. I need to shut the back door because it is absolutely bloody freezing.
Yep, and I need to get ready for Anime After Dark, where we're watching...
I need more coffee.
I do need a new cup of tea. This one is very, very dead. It's gone. It's deserted me. But chat. So myself and Tam will be back probably on Monday to play some World of Warcraft. So definitely keep an eye out for us for that. 2Ts returns back next Thursday. So Thursday, Saturdays for 2Ts in the pod. Hump Day Chinwag on the Wednesday. I'm going to be back in an hour and 15 minutes. We're going to watch Sword of the Master on Anime After Dark. If you have a look, so ahead of time, guys, I have signed up for an application that allows me to have a complete watch party. So if you want to come and join in with that, have a look in the description on YouTube. There is a link to the room. Sign up, jump into the room, and you can actually watch it as we are there. and talk with us in the chat whilst we're in the room as well, guys. Everybody's welcome to it. What?
Snow in the forecast.
What?
We have snow in our forecast.
America, snow, Hampshire. What? I can't see it. It's cold. It's 4 degrees.
Geez, that's colder than us.
Yeah. I can't see it. Send me a link, mate. Yeah, even the next week, it doesn't have nothing on the UK report. Anyway, nothing on the UK. Rachel says, "Yep, there is a chance of it on the back end of the severe weather we just had." Ooh, well, guys, you stay safe. Whatever happens, stay safe, guys. Stay safe. Machined, groomed. Oh yeah, yeah, I can see it. Snowfall, 3 inches, 8 inches. Black Mountain. Oh well, this is snow resort, so yeah. Cool. Well, if you're gonna have snow, guys, look after yourselves and be safe. And myself and Tam, we're gonna knock off. We're gonna grab ourselves a fresh cuppa. Thank you incredibly for everybody that's watched, whether you're watching on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, the 10 people over on Rumble. That's absolutely amazing. And we thank every single one of you. We will catch you in a bit. Bye for now, guys.
Bye all.
So that's the end, we've talked away. Tombi and Tam, we're done for the day. TV talk and a bit of the news. Some movie reviews, but now we must move. From big screen dreams to our daily schemes. Moves, pets, and holiday themes. Poppy and Rosie snoring so proud. Cosmo, Yarny, and Salem, no need for a crowd. So smash that like, don't miss a sub. You never know what's coming up. 2 voices, 1 vibe, join the squad. There's 2 T's in a pod.